They say there are two kinds of people in this world. Those who find themselves, and those who create themselves. Are you looking for purpose, or deciding it for yourself? Will you plunge waiting for someone to catch you, or will you jump and build your wings on the way down? Seek a path, or carve a path. Wait for the future, or build it. What is a school but a set of walls waiting for greatness? And who are you but someone destined to achieve it? Here, between the street and the jungle, against time and tide, we push and pull just like the currents. Our ocean of dreams will meet the odds ahead and rise above it all.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for joining us for the first round of the Tritons Men's Basketball League playoffs. Tonight, we have the UOG Tritons versus Team Wu-Tang. I'm Fred Peters, and I'll be joined by Frank Cruz on color commentary. Frank, this is the third time these teams have played in the last 6 weeks. What are you looking for tonight?
Well, Wu-Tang, as we know, coach is going to be coaching UOG and not playing the game, so that's a big advantage for UOG and a disadvantage for Wu-Tang. But UOG in the last couple of games have really started to come together compared to earlier in the season, looking for each other. They actually had, what's his name, Bowles was one of the leading scorers for UOG.
Jared Bowles has been putting together some nice games. Yep. They played Team Gatorade. It was a game that was not televised, but about a week ago, and that game was a 7-point game at halftime. UOG was hanging in there. The national team kind of stretched it out at the end, but for 3 quarters, UOG was hanging in there, as opposed to some of the games earlier in the year when they simply were down 30 and 40 at the halves.
Yep. So I think more of the same I think we'll see from UOG. But they've got a deep bench. They use their bench, and so by the fourth quarter, that's going to come into play. They use their bench, and Wu-Tang has 6-7 players now. And so I anticipate them putting a lot of pressure, UOG putting a lot of pressure, full court all the way, and wearing them down until the fourth quarter, and then trying to separate them at that point.
Anytime you got a depth factor in there, such as it is tonight, I just wonder if UOG is going to start bringing that pressure immediately, or will they wait till the second quarter, third quarter? Last time they got behind by 13 in the first half, and then they made their run. I believe Logan got hot. Michael started taking it to the hoop, and they started pressuring the ball. And I think a couple guys from Team Wu-Tang may have cramped up or had some injury issues, and they ended the game with 5 players. So, we'll see.
And then Logan was a little off his the last TV game. So, I don't expect him to be off 2 games in a row.
Probably not 2 in a row, the way Logan Hopkins shoots.
So.
This going into these playoffs, this is single elimination at the end of this night. One team has already went home earlier. The earlier game tonight, 4 Stars knocked out Team FSAG.
Yep.
They will move on and play Team Gatorade tomorrow, and the loser of this game their season is done, and the winner will go on to play the KFC Bombers.
Correct.
Tomorrow night.
Well, thank the FSAG team for joining the league. I'm sure they've enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to the next season when they can come back and we can get more teams involved as well. So
FSAG only had 5 players tonight, so depth was an issue with them. They generally throughout the year, several of those guys. John Chalco used to play national team, Sandy Fajer and Carl Malencio. But depth is a part of the game, as we know. This game, when you try to play this for 40 minutes,
you can't
without
play
a break,
with 5.
it's very difficult.
If you've got 10, that's a nice number to have. Especially when you're playing against like UOG, where they've got they're going to put their whole bench in.
As Coach Holmes has demonstrated all year, they'll go 10 deep. Now, obviously, Logan and Michael, they'll
get a lot of minutes.
They're probably the leading minutes guys. Jared Bowles up there as well.
Yes.
But the guys such as Dean Blake, Snively, Peter Cruz,
Brandon
Harold
Sariano,
Garland,
yep.
how they get the rotation. I haven't seen Brandon was not out there in warm-ups. I don't know if he'll join us later, but he was definitely a big part of their team earlier in the year.
Yeah, and then the playoffs it's 3 straight days. So in this division right
Absolutely.
now, whoever wins is going to play tomorrow, and they win there, they're going to play the next day. So then fatigue factor will definitely set in by the third game. So advantage for Team Gatorade and KFC Bombers because they don't play until tomorrow, so they only have 2 games, which should be the case because they're the 2 top seeds.
They were. KFC went undefeated the whole year, 10-0. Team Gatorade only lost 2 games, and those 2 were to the KFC Bombers. So, in the end, talent usually is going to win out. There could be an upset, but obviously those 2 teams are the 2 most talented out here.
And, I don't want to look ahead, to say that those are the 2 that are going to meet, but the advantage is anybody playing against those 2 teams because they have nothing to lose. And
sure.
So they, the way it works is they've lost already, so play hard, and who knows what happens. So there's so many games I've seen and we've seen in not just high school but college and NBA when you're the underdogs,
Sometimes the pressure starts getting to you.
Yeah, exactly.
Some teams play more comfortable, more loose when they are the underdog. Hey, there's nothing new. And the old saying about beating a team three times in a season, in a double round, they play double round. Of course they're going to figure each other out a little bit. So, the natural tendency is, a lot of times that third game may be an upset. I mean,
and UOG is right there. They're in the right spot to just take it. They know where they need to improve, and who your go-to guys are, right? So Logan and Michael are going to be your go-to guys. And the rest of them just need to play their role, do their roles, whether it be rebounding, skills, good defense. You don't have to do more than that. Just do what your coach needs you to do, and everything will work out. So,
I just noticed Francis Sunga just rolled up. He will be here for Team Wu-Tang, which Francis tremendous help on the boards. Man, kind of an energy guy. Really, goes battles out there, plays some defense. So that's going to help them. Some of the I'll say older guys, certainly not as old as I, but guys that I used to play against. Jay Casimiro, been playing for a long time.
Don't count out Jay. Jay's,
those guys are veterans. They find a way sometimes.
Yeah, I ran into Jay the other day, and it was just remarkable how he plays, small forward and just can get the rebounds, the putbacks, and he's one of those sleepers where you don't pay attention to him. He'll get his points and his rebounds.
Somewhat quietly, I guess. But you look at the box score after the game, and Jay Casimiro's there with 16 points, 8 rebounds, a couple steals, and so Team Wu-Tang really needs to keep this game close, or as they did last time, they played with the lead for most of the game until the depth issue came in. But it would be a tremendous disadvantage to them if they got into an early hole where you got to expend a lot of energy to get back in the game. So we'll see.
And so for UOG, they just need to try to prevent the 0-8 runs. So if they can prevent those and just hold them down and stay with them, I think they'll have the game.
I would look for they are favored. They were the 4th seed. Team Wu-Tang was the 5th seed. They played twice this year. UOG won both. Both of them close for a while. I know that when we talked to Coach Holmes after it may have been the Wu-Tang game, one of the previous games, he said they had been working on passing the ball more as opposed to earlier in the year they had a lot of possessions where it was basically
bring it down and
dribble up, bring it down, shoot, and which a lot of times if a guy was off, they would lead to those 6-0, 8-0 runs because the other team, you're not really playing much offense. You're coming down, just first guy has it, let it go.
3 or 4 guys, if you keep doing that, they will they keep doing that, then those guys are going to fall asleep saying, hey, well, try to get the rebound, so you got to get them involved in the game.
You get some what's called ball watching. Your teammate standing around, okay, he's going to take the shot, so I'm just going to stand here and watch him. So, if they, let's say they cut those possessions down by half, that's obviously an advantage that they're going to have. And as UOG, this is essentially their home court. I would assume they feel comfortable here. Logan shoots better here. Michael shoots better here, as opposed to Wu-Tang, who I would doubt rarely ever practices on this floor.
So, Fred, let's talk a little bit about what's going on around Guam. We know now that the Department of Education just voted on
last Friday all sports. I mean, specifically, and I know you work with GBC. I'm a high school coach, but for our sport of basketball, it seems it's going to be two separate legs this year. Is what the outcome essentially looked like, and. That's it's just my opinion. I have nothing to do with these decisions. I'm a basketball coach and a teacher. But it would almost stand to reason that the competition level is going to go down. I mean, how can you?
It's not good for the kids.
It's going to hurt at all levels. I know. At your level, when we're sending U15 teams out there, U17,
internationally,
U19 teams, and a lot of these guys that come from the high school leagues here, and it's going to hurt at that level.
You want the best competition.
You have to.
You have to get them prepared for that competition, and we're splitting up the leagues. Not good for the kids,
I don't really. There won't be a single kid benefit from that.
And I think we talked a little bit earlier. We mentioned that right now we're into the girls
playoffs is going on.
This could be the last of that unified league.
I had went to an absolute tremendous game last night at GW. GW was the higher seed. St. John's come over there at 6-9. St. John's pulled the upset last night, and in the back of my mind, I was thinking how many great games we've seen this year between private and public school. Academy playing Ukadu, Academy playing
GW or
GW. I mean, tremendous game. St. John's playing Ukadu Academy, and the way if it continues forward, those matchups may be a thing of the past, there's a lot of questions out there. I mean, the standard one that gets asked to me is, well, what was the reason for it? And I can't give you a reason here because the DOE board chose that, and that's their decisions, not like we're going to have an effect on that. But somewhere
even the governor couldn't stop that decision.
The governor wrote a letter. Hey, let's work this out. The governor actually has grandkids that play in these leagues. We're a small island. We all have. I mean, your son played in the league. I coached the league. I hope someday my daughter plays in the league.
That's right.
It's not a positive thing for the kids, but life goes on. I'm trying to get my team ready now. I mean, we'll see.
See how it goes.
One of the early the preseason events, Patrick Lujan's GSPN thing's coming up, and that one it's not affiliated necessarily with the IAAG or GDOE. So
that's right.
We got 10 teams in it, and it's going to be in early January. And I look to play all the teams. Let's see what they have. But on a more positive note, right here at this field house on Wednesday night, the girls, St. John's will play St. Paul, and Academy will play Ukadu in the semifinals. And there will be 2,000 to 3,000 people in this. I mean, that is high school basketball at its finest.
Exactly.
And then the championship game will be on Friday night. And this place will be packed.
Not going to be the same.
So. It'll be something that it's kind of work in progress, but I feel bad for I'm not going to say I feel sorry for myself, but in the end, who gets the players are the ones going to ultimately get hurt.
The kids are.
So it's one of the things. That's the nature of it. It'll work itself out hopefully, and then we'll move on. Well, we got about a 1 minute and 15 seconds before tip off here, and looking forward to a hot start of this game. I would almost guarantee UOG is going to come out really pushing the ball.
It's playoff time.
No, I don't care what sport. I mean, whether it's baseball, basketball, football, soccer. When it's loser, it's do or die. Guys are just going to play harder. Girls are going to play harder, man. It's let's see. I know that Wu-Tang is. I'm not sure how many uniforms they have. They sometimes swap uniforms. So when trying to get all these numbers straight here tonight, I see some of them putting it on. I would look for UOG. I didn't get a starting lineup tonight, but generally throughout the year, it's been Logan Hopkins, Michael Kwan, Jared Bowles, and then a combination of either
Dean
Harold
Blake.
Garland, Dean Wade,
Yeah.
Brandon Soriano if he shows up. But, yeah, I would. That Coach Holmes is over there talking about that, man. Get off to a good start. You're really going to keep some pressure on these guys. One of the last times, one of Wu-Tang's leading scorers is Julian Stewart. He is here early tonight. I believe that game we did was in the middle of the week. Julian, has a full-time job. He wasn't able to get back here in time, and I believe he missed the whole first half last game.
Yes, I remember that.
But yeah, Julian, a very talented player.
Looks like Peter Cruz is coming in. Dean Blake.
All right, Peter Cruz getting the start tonight.
Yep.
Dean Blake. And I'm sure we'll see Snively off the bench, Justin Dimla off the bench. Yeah, I would imagine a lot of these UOG guys are probably getting close to taking finals this week, and it's one of the things that as college players, I suppose we always talk about a lot of these guys on the outside teams, FSAG and 4-stars. They may work at 8 or 10-hour shift before the game even starts. Well, the UOG guys probably are going to be prepared for exams coming up here soon.
That's true.
Well, who we got started? Tim Rodriguez, number 15, getting the start. Julian Stewart, number 12. Francis Sunga, number 11 tonight. We got jumping. Is that A.J. Leo?
Yeah,
Number
A.J.
10
Leo,
is
yep.
going to jump for Team Wu-Tang. As always, Michael Kwan, the high riser.
And Amir is also in there.
I think Amir Kozhiev, last game they played, he had 30 points up.
Yeah.
He was on fire up there. I think Michael controlled the tip. However, tipped it to Julian Stewart. Let's see, this will be okay.
Good
Jared Bowles, really going to push the pace here. Let's look to see if they can get Logan Hopkins untracked here early. Looks like Logan coming out playing some man-to-man defense here, a little bit different. Logan from straight away.
Short.
Yeah. Maybe he's not quite warmed up yet.
Yeah.
Shot a 19-foot jumper from 21 feet, I think. But that was a little switch up when they played. Team Wu-Tang played a lot of 2-3 zone the last game, somewhat given those outside shots. But come out in a man-to-man, so. It's just a case where UOG's got to make the
mirror. Oh, another short.
Short.
Oh, put back.
A.J. Layout with the putback. Well, when the games that UOG's had success here, they've out-rebounded ball. The games when they really took a pounding from the likes of KFC Bombers, they were out-rebounded by 20. So, with an early, I think we got a kick ball there.
Yep.
But those second chance points is something you really got to control, And UOG doesn't have quite the size. Well, Logan's come up with another shot there. All right. Let's see which way they go. Black ball.
Black ball. Yep.
Well, I still like to see Dean Blake was really crashing the boards hard that time.
Yep.
Those effort plays. Maybe you can get yourself 2 or 3 extra possessions a game just by pursuing it and getting a finger on them.
Yeah, he's one of their better rebounders.
Looks like they got Michael locked up with Julian Stewart now. Julian, nice crossover. Pretty good rotation. Good ball rotation. Francis.
Oh, nice.
Francis Unger from 3. If he's open, Francis gets his feet set. That's not a bad shot for him.
Yep.
But if you notice, that was 3 passes in about 2 seconds. Great ball rotation. And they're just running bowls off those low screens. And Michael looking for it. UOG going cold.
Good rebound
Nice
by Peter
work
Cruz.
by Peter Cruz, working those boards. Dean Blake.
Got
the roll
three.
for the 3. All right.
Yeah. That's what they need.
Oh, if that'd be the likes of Dean Blake. If they can get, 10 points out of several of those guys.
Yeah.
Okay,
8 seconds backcourt.
International rule on that. That's an easy call. I mean, you look at the shot clock, it's 14. It must have been.
Yeah, Julian Stewart not too used to that.
This is his first season out here.
Yep.
It is 10 seconds in the NCAA where he played, and playing FIBA rules here, 8 seconds. Jared Bowles an open look.
A little long.
Just a little off. And Dean Blake with the
silly foul.
Somewhat silly foul. You're 85 feet from the basket.
Yep.
That's not, although.
Yeah, now it's going to be an interesting matchup. You got Michael Kwan guarding Julian Stewart.
Julian
So
Stewart
I
really
hope
can
he,
put it on the deck hard. I mean,
yeah.
Julian's got the
and we've seen Michael
the bulk
get
to
into
take some punish. I mean, Julian's a very physical player.
and we see
good
Michael
kick
get into
out.
some foul trouble.
Nice
So
ball fake by Amir.
oh, on the glass.
You know, I don't
The
know.
bank
He
is
called that,
open late.
but, hey, that may be the way they play it. They're breaking out somewhat similar to
counted that
last
as
time.
2.
Logan with open look, just still a little off, but he'll get untracked.
Yep.
And I've often told the shooters, I've
Gotta shoot through
coached with some great shooters and played with some great shooters. Nice move to the hoop by Julian Stewart.
Julian left,
When
right,
your shots,
left.
when your shot's not falling, get yourself to
Yep.
the hoop. Get a mid-range shot. Don't just fall in love with that line. Let's see if
Yep.
Logan
And
can.
maybe even get to the line. Get a
Yeah,
foul.
exactly.
Yeah.
See if you can. But we'll see if Logan. Nice move by Michael Kwan. A little out of control.
Yep. Get.
But that's where one of those possessions where Julian on the pull-up. Okay. Going to have some numbers this way. Get into the middle. That's a 3-on-2. You got Peter on the right. Michael Kwan stays with it. Michael Kwan stays with it.
A little physical there.
Francis and Michael are going at it a little bit. I mean,
This is playoff basketball.
playoff basketball.
Yep.
Francis Sunga will not back off. He's a product out of St. Paul Christian School back in the 90s. Him and his brother Dennis run.
He's going to light it up again.
Hits again.
Hey, he's got a little strut going backwards. He's feeling it tonight.
He's feeling it. 2 threes early from Francis Sunga. Now let's see. I think they got
off
some
the ball
off-the-ball
screen.
foul.
Yep.
I believe
Francis.
they just called. Yeah, that's. He was getting into it, and I think he may have carried a little too far, but they called for an off-the-ball foul on Francis Sunga, which is his first one. He's got Isaac Snively checking
referee
in.
Mike Rosario making the call there. He probably noticed that, and he needed to try to take control of the game before he gets out of hand. So good call. Peter Cruz just couldn't finish. Amir. Yep.
Their call. Okay, it's just a simple 2-shot. I didn't know if. Now, do the international FIBA rules when there's an unimpeded path to the basket?
Exactly.
You foul a guy from behind.
From behind, exactly. Now they had a defender on the other side, though.
Okay, so that would.
As long as there's a defender on the other side, so they didn't call that.
No, I didn't think it was too hard of a foul, but I know there are set rules when it's an unimpeded path.
Exactly.
You can't foul him from behind.
And internationally, they're really trying to crack down on all the extra fouls, the harder fouls.
Well, as we witnessed, especially in this part of the world, the game between the Philippines and Australia 18 months ago or so was
that changed.
Really just
they met, they've changed the rules, and now
just that one incident, I believe, really.
Really cracking down
reverberated throughout the FIBA world. Where when you see these incidents start, and get it. Michael with an open look. Quite get it. Okay, Snively going after the ball. But Julian Stewart really working hard on both ends of the court.
They've got somebody else on him now, so.
Yeah, nice little pull-up.
Oh, beautiful shot.
Yeah. Well, it's, I don't think Team Okay.
They got 15-5, so they've got a 10-point.
I would think this is would it be about the dream start for Team Wu-Tang? I mean, let's jump out to a double-digit lead early and, maybe be able to be a little more patient. They do have a few more players than they did early, which would add to their depth.
Yep, they've got a couple more players there now. Can they go 4 quarters? And so that's one of the things I would be telling UOG as well. Say, you can't win the game in the first quarter, so keep working hard.
Saying about that. You can't win it in the first quarter, but you can certainly lose it. If you get down by 25, you're going to spend a lot of energy fighting back.
Exactly.
The first couple quarters, really, you're just trying to, feel them out. Let's see what's going to work, what's not. But, you don't want to, get down 20 points and then all of a sudden,
10,
we got to turn it on. So, a little unexpected. I mean, Francis, certainly, I've always thought of him. I mean, I've known Francis 20-some years. Great mid-range guy, great hustle guy, good rebounder, defender, but not known for his three-point shooting. But, perhaps he's been putting a little extra time in the gym.
Yeah.
Well, he had a couple early threes here for him.
A couple good looks. He had his legs into it, so.
Yeah. Good catch. He didn't have to put it on the floor. I mean, that's a makeable shot. And I would,
obviously, money players there. Logan and Michael hasn't hit a 3 yet, so
That's true.
They've both taken at least 2 or 3
not
shots.
Mistaken. Bowles has missed a 3. Logan's missed 2. Michael's missed 2.
Yep.
So the 3s aren't dropping, but
You-
they will.
yeah.
They will eventually.
You're not going to win with Dean Blake hitting the 3s. So, but it's nice that he's doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, goes. Oh, Snively.
Okay,
Yeah, nice.
Snively with a nice board.
Yep.
Going to get himself to the free
That's
throw
2
line.
on Francis, I think. Yep.
Did they call? Yeah,
Yep.
that's 2. That may. Well,
That'll be tough.
I would look to see Jay Casimiro come in the game here some. In fact, he just checked in.
Oh,
I
yeah.
believe. Jay's in the game now. They may have to pull Francis out when you pick up 2 fouls 5 minutes into the game.
Yep.
Let's see if Snively didn't get the first one down. I know UOG's had some issues with free throws this year. A few of the games we've had, they've been right around that 50 to 55%, and it's just something you got to work on every single day.
Yep.
To improve it.
So now I would be trying to get the ball out of Julian's hands.
Well,
double him.
You may run a double team at him, make someone else.
Let somebody else.
And Francis taking it to the hoop.
He's got the 3 the hard way, going to the basket.
That's just to show where, Francis is a smart player. He hit 2 threes. The defense is going to run at him, and he gave a nice little pump fake, took it to the hoop. Knocked his free throw down.
Justin Dimla coming in for Peter Cruz.
One of the things that we haven't seen yet, we're only 5 minutes into the game, but I haven't seen UOG get the ball on the post a single time. And granted, they're not a post-up team, but there's sometimes you want to run the ball through the post to set up an outside shooter. And,
exactly.
We just see,
outside.
A guy like Snively or Justin Dimla working on some high post. There we got those
Julian
possessions where
Stewart stole his cookies on that one. Oh, he just couldn't
missed
finish.
A layup. Justin can.
Oh, and he put it
got
back.
His own
Julian.
rebound. Well,
Micah
down
goes
19 to 6. That was one of those possessions, Coach Holm talked, where there was no passes. Michael decided to dribble the ball, and it wasn't a good possession for. You really got to pass the ball.
Got him on his head. Yep.
Time he drew some contact.
That's what he
Free
needs.
throw line.
$19 to 6. So now they've just going in for about 3 points, but we get Michael on the line, so he's usually up in the 90%.
He's that's a very positive thing. Perhaps UOG can, really start concentrating on taking the ball to the hoop, getting into the bonus, and getting to the free throw line a little more. When they can get to the line, 8 to 10 times a quarter, they're generally successful. That one got his own rebound
and a putback.
3-point play. I wouldn't say the old-fashioned way, but 3-point play one way, but he's got his own rebound, put it back in. Julian looking to.
What a pass. Julian Stewart.
Wow. No look under. Was that Francis picking that up?
Oh, no, that was Jay Casimiro.
Jay. Okay, well, Jay's on the board. We always. Okay. There's another foul. That one's on the ground, but everyone from here on out. So, maybe Coach Holmes is listening to us, or we're thinking the same way he is. Telling guys, get to the free throw line. There's not going to be an easier way. Logan
missed it.
Wide open. They just missed him. There he goes again to the hoop. And
there we
go, Logan.
he
gets that. He gets to the line. He's going to get on track. Logan, he's too good of a shooter to go the whole game, not making a 3. He's had several games this year.
Francis
is going to try it again. That was a little off.
Jay had the rebound.
There we go. Okay, they're pushing. It's 3-on-2. They need to get the ball to the middle. No, they did. Okay, it's a nice kick out. Oh, my. I don't think that's the guy you want. Victor Jones Jr. I know we've talked earlier. They called the carry on that. Oh, my.
Oh, a
technical on a mirror.
Yep, he threw it at his head, didn't he?
Yeah, that's. I'd look forward to him going out of the game. That's poor sportsmanship when you throw the ball.
That's two fouls on him.
It does now in FIBA rules. Does a tech count as a first?
It does, definitely.
That could be a very big.
You
so
got
he
Francis
picked up the foul
with 2,
and he picked
Amir
up
with 2. So
and we talked about Logan getting to the line. I didn't know it'd be like that, but Logan is on the line now.
Well, you got to hand it to the refs. They're trying to control the game.
They are. They're trying to keep it.
And so.
Trying to keep it low. Maybe that blow to the head.
Yeah.
Logan's a 85-90% shooter. Yeah, let's see what we got. Okay, well, so UOG's in the bonus. I would, keep taking the ball to the hoop if I was, or run a little post action, get some off ball screening.
Yeah, they're really trying. They're playing hard D. Dean is
Blake. Yeah, no, another foul. Okay, going back to the line, but that was all set up by there's a low screen there by Justin Dimlaw. They had to help out on that, and Michael Kwan with a good job of dishing it. So.
I think he was too far underneath the basket. Didn't know where he was at to try to take that shot up. So.
Right. A little confused on his positioning, but nonetheless, Michael did a good job of finding him.
Oh, nice
and
free throw.
Getting back a little bit from the free throw line
we're
here.
down. We're under 10 now.
Yeah, they dug themselves an early 13-point lead through getting to the free throw line here. See if he can knock the bottom. Got them both. Good-looking shot from Dean Blake, and we're back to 8 points. Do you get the feeling that Team Wu-Tang's a little frustrated?
Yeah.
Or angry? I don't know. There's probably some talking going on out there, but
well, they've lost twice already. So, good rebound. And a putback. Jay again, get his hands on it. Amir there.
They call a double dribble on that. Okay. Faith Thompson saw and must have picked it up, put it back down, and dribbled again. I suppose I didn't see it from here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, UOG's getting a little bit of their own run going on here. Traditionally, Coach Holmes has taken Michael, Logan, or both of them out.
Yeah, they got Logan on the bench.
So Logan's getting his break now. Let's see, he may come back in for Michael, but what a drive. Nice drive, Michael.
Yeah, they can't guard him there on one-on-one, yep.
I would look shortly here for oh, my.
He just lost it, Amir.
I think Amir's
he's asking for a sub.
He's a little frustrated. Sometimes there's that time he got the technical earlier. He's trying to do a little bit too much right now. Where
it's interesting. Amir had 2 fouls. He's out of the game, and he subbed in for him was Francis, and he has 2 fouls.
Francis got 2 fouls. So
yeah,
one thing that Team Wu-Tang can't afford to do is get in foul trouble.
Oh, he didn't cut to the basket. Michael was asking for the cut.
Yeah, a little miscommunication. But that's when
he's got some handles on him. Oh.
Nice. Francis down low.
Right
got
inside.
Another one. France is in the double digits already. Putting together a nice game. 10 points early. Now, here's a possession. Okay. Team Wu-Tang scored. You want to get the ball moved. Let your teammates touch the ball, there's a possession there. You get the feeling that Coach Holmes, okay, we scored, but that's not exactly how he wanted to score. It's a long game, and you're going to need your teammates. So let's see. Okay, nice 3. Tim Rodriguez with the corner 3. We're back to an 8-point game, but here's what UOG they got to get a good possession.
Yep.
Let your teammates touch the ball. I mean, it's
some
a
really
team
hard
game
picks.
Played with some individual talent. Nice pick. That's a good kick out by Fenderson. And
there we go.
Just the 2-pass movement on that was much better.
That's what we needed.
Is that Victor Jones Jr. took it to the hole, kicked out? And Michael's
right
too good of a shooter not to.
Jay Casimiro, beautiful shot in the 3.
Jay's been doing that a long time. If he's got his feet set from out there and he's got a clean look, Jay's probably a 50% shooter from the line, which is very good. See what Michael's got here, maybe.
Oh, nice off the board.
He's really concentrating on taking it to the hoop now.
Yeah, I think he's trying to get Francis Unga his 3rd foul. I noticed
that's
that's. I would be doing the same thing.
Going at Francis. Well, Amir's still on the bench, but if they get back in the second half, I mean, make a point of that. Let's go with these guys. See if we can get them to bite on a fake. Into the hoop.
Oh, good defense.
Okay. Well, they got a chance to cut this back to 4. Got a little. I don't know if that was
a double dribble.
Did it seem like a double dribble?
It looked like a double dribble to me.
Oh my! Missed it and they go ahead.
Oh, Julian Stewart. Oh,
they called the block. Nice Euro step there by Julian Stewart.
When I saw Justin going down,
I think Julian's eyes lit up and said, "I'm taking this to the hole."
That's one. If Justin, you may advise him, hey, just give up the foul,
yeah.
okay, or get out of the way. But
Don't make him score.
Don't give
him the
him both.
basket. Oh.
But yeah, I feel for Justin. You got a guy with Julian Stewart's move coming down. I think I'd just give up the foul, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, we got Peter Cruz coming back in the game. I think that was Justin's first foul.
Yeah.
Check the stats between the quarter break, but a little short on the free throw. But Julian Stewart left a little change on the table there. Now here's a possession. This should be a last shot possession. UOG gets the ball coming back
they're
out.
Definitely playing a little physical off the ball. The defense Wu-Tang is playing
good. Got some ball movement. Back to Michael. Good clean look. Oh, didn't get it to go. But that was a good possession.
Yes, it was.
Because, you got some penetration, you got some passing. Michael had a clean look, didn't go down. But
we got an 8-point lead to 30-22, Team Wu-Tang. So I've noticed Wu-Tang is playing a lot tighter defense. So they're really focusing on defense. So let's see if they can keep that for four quarters.
They jumped out early on that 19-6 lead. They're really putting some pressure. And UOG seemed to fall in love with the three-point line initially, where almost every shot was coming from three. And then UOG has the quickness, especially Michael Kwan, Logan Hopkins, to take it to the hoop. And they started doing that, got themselves to the free throw line a little bit. Michael got into a good rhythm. But throughout the game, I mean, it's a 40-minute game.
Yep. I've seen the way I'm looking at the game right now. I think Team Wu-Tang is really playing physical, and they're power checking the younger UOG squad, and the younger team's going to need to toughen up. It's playoff time now, so everybody's in. So I noticed a couple times some of the players after a strong screen, they look like, whoa, was that a foul or not? But it's playoffs, so they're going to need to. Not just Wu-Tang, but if they get on to the next level, it's going to be more of the same.
Oh, it's going to get even more physical.
Yep.
When you talk about the national team, Gatorade and KFC Bombers.
Yep.
I mean, these are grown men that they don't have a problem playing physical. So Team Wu-Tang doing what they need to do.
Exactly.
Playing their brand of basketball, and I think UOG's done a good job of keeping their heads now on some of those shots. And if I would, look, this here's not necessarily a big possession, but it could be a valuable possession for UOG to come out, start the quarter positive, maybe pick up a foul. Logan getting to the hoop.
And with Amir with his first technical, I've seen coaches go in and just sacrifice a teammate and get somebody in there to try to get his second technical. So I mean,
that goes on. Yeah. Most certainly. Michael looking to go to the hoop. That's Team Wu-Tang got the. I always we've watched Wu-Tang. I believe this is our third game this year, and they really haven't had a coach the whole year. I mean, they got their
good steal by Michael.
This is a 3-on-2. Logan needs to get to the free throw line. Good kick out. Bowles feet set and didn't get it to drop. Peter Cruz got a tip on that, but pretty good possession. Logan run that textbook. Jared Bowles had a wide open three. Man, that ball was spinning sideways.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, we've talked about some guys shooting a nice kick out. Bowles going to have to get it going here.
Yeah. Back rimmed them both. So,
but they got some action going through. Peter Cruz does the right pass.
It was.
Francis got another one. 3 for 3 from the 3-point line. 13 points in the early going for Team Wu-Tang. Really getting some production out of Francis Sungun. Let's see what they got going here. So they just need to get some passing. Right now the offense is somewhat stagnated. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, nobody.
That was one of those possessions. No passes, a lot of dribbling, and
got to the
Julian
Stewart right to the basket.
Right to the basket.
You can't let him drive all the way through. You gotta stop the ball.
That 8-point lead quickly jumped back to 13. UOG once again needs to get a good possession here. And that is a good possession. Logan Hopkins all the way to the rim. But these are young guys. It's a work in progress. 8-9 months ago, or probably less than that, Peter Cruz was still in high school at Notre Dame High School. So they're playing at a somewhat a different level here.
7
Yeah,
seconds,
notice
6. Somebody
You
help.
gotta. I didn't get that, but he rebounds his own
re-
shot
and a
one.
putback.
Looked like Peter had his arms, out. I know we've talked about the verticality principle, and once you lean the arms out, that is a foul. Somebody jumps into him, so.
And they've
Stewart.
just got a box out. He threw up the shot and got
They
his
didn't
own
box
rebound.
out. Correct.
Everybody's got a boxer man out.
But that being said, Julian Stewart does not appear to be an easy guy to box
Yeah,
out.
no, he's not.
He has got some muscle on that frame. And he got the free throw. Another 3 points the old-fashioned way. Well, let's see what UOG can.
38-24.
They're kind of digging. This is their biggest deficit of the game so far. Down 14 here. Still, just haven't seen him. And there we go.
Peter! He had
crashing
the
the
rebound.
boards, just didn't get it to drop. But I just haven't seen many possessions where they've hit the post or really got the ball in the paint.
Yeah, Francis really trying to be physical down on
well,
the
he's
bottom.
got no.
Yep.
Logan
and
spun out of it. But he had the mismatch down there.
He did.
Francis is a smart player. He knows where to. Nice dish.
All right.
Good possession there. Michael set it up. UOG, they don't want to get down, too far. Well, they don't want to get down at all, but, when you start getting down for Jay, nice drive.
Left hand. That's
going left. If I could tell those young fellas one thing, I said that is Jay Casemiro. Jump on his left hand.
Exactly.
I'm not saying Jay won't go right, but he's much more comfortable going to his left. Little contact there. They got to move the ball.
Yep. Can't dribble that.
Okay. They drew the foul. 3-pointer went in, but after the whistle. So Logan is on the floor. A little substitution here. We got Dean Blake and Justin Dimlaw coming in for Peter Cruz.
So they said, they're just getting
Isaac
some fresh
Snively.
legs.
Yeah.
Wear them out. Let's
I
keep pushing them.
haven't seen UOG go to. They do have some full court pressure, some traps they try to get into. Nice drive there by
beautiful.
Michael Kwan. But as of yet, they haven't been pushing. And I'm looking out there. I'm seeing a couple of Team Wu-Tang guys walking back. That's when maybe use your depth. I don't know who that went off. Okay. Francis got stuck in a little trap there, but he was able to get the ball back. Who got coming back in? Is that A.J. Leal?
Mm-hmm.
Coming back in for Tim Rodriguez. So Wu-Tang with their 7 players, they are going to run them in and out. During that last game they played, I know that a couple of the guys appeared to be cramping up, but they. Okay, another foul. Jay Casemiro drew a foul from.
Yep.
Was it Dean?
That
Dean
was from
Blake.
Dean Blake.
Dean Blake. I thought they put 1-9 up. Dean Blake appeared to push Jay Casemiro. What are they calling here?
I don't know. They're just trying to change the ball.
Just wanted to see what Mike Lazaro is rolling the ball back. I thought they might have called it an intention. Must have had some moisture on the ball. We got Dean. Okay. Well, Julian's got some isolation here on
Michael Quant, yep.
Back and down using the ball.
Are they playing,
back.
they're playing a zone? They're playing a zone
that
after
appeared
they
may have went in the zone on that out of bounds. See if he.
Oh
my! A little bit out of control. I've often taught, and I've worked with kids on various levels. But one thing is a fundamental of the game that I don't see kids or young men practice is the jump stop, and that right there is a classic case where Dean Blake makes that jump stop.
Yep.
You allow yourself to get under control, and then
you can go back up.
If that shot went in, that would have been a play of the week. But Dean Blake was spinning, not looking at the basket. Logan coming off. That's an open look. Nope, still not on track.
Big throw.
Logan,
Look at him. He shoots
good
the ball.
Oh, my. It's good hustle to get back, but then he lost the ball. Now they got
There's
the
a
trap.
trap.
They got the trap. That's a jump ball. We'll see if Amir and Logan were going at it a little bit earlier. Should be Team Wu-Tang ball. Yeah, with UOG got the ball at the quarter break. Yeah, Logan Hopkins and Amir Kojev are going at it right now. But that's competition. kicking it into A.J. Leal. There's an open look. Didn't get it to go.
Oh, and
Julian with another rebound. Julian Stewart's probably going to end up with 12 or 15 rebounds tonight.
oh, they're trying to get
Oh,
Francis
okay.
post up.
Well, they got somewhat of a mismatch. Francis on Jay. Another look. Nope, that one didn't go down. And
Oh,
got a little bit of a run out here. And Logan Hopkins finishes off. Nice
looks like
pass.
Jay
from
got
Bowles.
elbowed a little bit there, right in the nose.
It's getting pretty physical.
Incidental,
It's getting
yep.
pretty physical out there. Yeah, it was incidental. I mean, nothing dirty, but I know it's getting physical. They're really trying to isolate Francis. Let's see.
Oh,
Nice
good
dish.
pass.
Lost the
He just
handle.
could not hold on to
Lost
it.
the handle here. Well, I really look for UOG. This is the time to make a run right now.
Right here. They're down 12.
you know,
Let's see if they can
it's,
do it.
Bowles, that's an open look. They're just off. Those are open looks, you know. I mean, I was sometimes kids will ask, you know, what's the, oh, that was a bump. Okay,
Yeah,
incidental. Little physical in there. See if Francis, okay. Francis drew another foul, gets to the line. Yeah, UOG's actually getting some pretty open looks. You know, you would
They're
expect
just not
those
dropping,
to go, but I don't. You know, you kind of wonder if last week the holiday break was there. Would there be a little rust on that?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, there's a. I don't believe these guys have played for this last week. There were no games because of the UOG had the Frozen concert, I think, or
the play was
the play was here. So you wonder if there could be a little rust, and didn't get the roll.
Oh,
What
good.
a move! What a move!
Right
Nice
to the
job
basket.
behind the back. I mean, that's Michael Kwan at his best. Now let's see if they get a little pressure. Francis, looking to
Somebody
go to
help
the
out.
hoop.
Oh.
And a little out of control. Let's see. Uh-oh.
Oh, did he twist his ankle trying to go for
almost
that?
appeared that Michael may have. You know, he's going to get to the hoop. They got some numbers here, probably. And okay. Right now, they're going to. Well, they're still bumping in there.
Yep.
And I think Mike Rosario's right on top of it. I mean, he knows how to, control it a little
He's
bit. Maybe
watching
you got to foul. I mean,
he's looking at them, so
Francis
he'll
doesn't
control
want
it. Oh, a carry by Mir.
Man, I'm surprised they didn't. It was on the edge.
It was on the edge.
He
yes.
could have. I think. You know,
He got
these
his
are grown
second
men.
tech.
Mike's going to let that go, but Amir easily could have.
He's got his second tech, and I mean that's it.
Well, what's
so
is it two? If you get two,
you
techs
get two,
in a
you're
game,
out. You're out of the game.
That man, Amir's just got to keep his head. He's too valuable, really, for
Exactly.
Team Wu-Tang. You can't take those chances.
So
but,
they started the physicality. So
man, that is
wow.
That shot just does not look good. Man, I know we made the joke one night about Bill Bennett. We talked to him because he's shooting a knuckleball.
Yeah.
But yeah, the rotation on that ball does not look right. Running a little pick and roll here.
A little strong pick there by Francis on the top.
Notice they switched Michael Kwan off.
Julian Stewart from
Really,
downtown, Mr. Consistent.
Back to a 12-point game. Yeah, Julian, I mean, in a game like tonight, realistically, I think Julian's going to, well, it's almost a one-on-one battle right now.
Yep.
Michael Kwan, and they both may end up with 40 or maybe even 50
He's
points.
got that move right there. They're opening it up for him, and he just takes that spin
there's
move.
times when you may want to think about, and he hit another.
Julian
Stewart is in the
He's
zone.
giving him a two.
There's times you really got to look at the team. Okay, who's scoring here? Let's run that double team.
Adam,
Don't let the same guy beat you. Run a double team. You might even run a triple team at Julian. He's on fire right now. I believe he scored their last 8 points in the last minute, roughly. I mean,
and
2 threes and
could be
two.
pretty. It's pretty frustrating because if it's not Julian, it's Francis, then Jay hits the shot, then Amir hits the shot. So they're all.
It's almost
they're
like
all pretty,
you got to pick your poison.
Yeah.
But over the course of the year, Julian Stewart has been the leading scorer.
For sure.
And I believe the second leading scorer is the UOG coach, Dana Holmes. When
That's right.
When Dana, he does play with Team Wu-Tang, except, of course, when he's coaching his team. But I'm sure he's over there. I wouldn't be surprised right now if they're talking a little bit about, like, hey, let's double team. We got to scramble here, but use those young legs, Bring up some zone pressure.
Yeah, 13-point lead, so I think they should be good.
Team Wu-Tang's on a pace here to score about 106, 107 points. which really is going to favor them. UOG generally is up in that area. The 2 games earlier this year they played, UOG had 91 and 107 points. Team Wu-Tang averaged about 80 points a game. So, let's see what we got here. Okay, UOG ball coming out. Rather important 2 minutes and 43 seconds here. You want to close the half on a good run.
Right here.
Looking at the arrow, UOG gets an extra possession coming out at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. So, you'll see a situation where, I don't see him even really.
Yep.
Okay, well, Logan got to the free throw line, but, when you don't ever pass to the post, your post guys almost become helpers. They're just they're going to help out. So which there's times that it's advantageous to just hit that post. That doesn't mean you have to shoot it, but hit Peter Cruz in the post, hit Dean Blake in the post.
Let the defense
make the defense, adjust on you.
Yep.
And I know for over the past couple weeks, I've had Peter Cruz has come up to St. John's.
They've got nobody down. Is he throwing it?
Well,
on the line.
On the line. Oh, my.
Mike
I got a little anxious.
Yep, he saw the 2 guys. They were talking to Coach Holmes, and Stewart told him to run down, and he just threw the ball in too quick.
Jared, let's see if he can get off the no. What's the call? A little collision there. Oh, travel. Okay. He may have grabbed the ball and then fell down. It could have been out of bounds too, but a good hustle by Michael Kwan there to keep that ball alive.
So they've got a 2-point. They scored 2 points in the basket on the free throws, and now they've got the ball back. So let's see what happens.
This could be almost one of those 5-point possessions. Get that, get the steal, hit the 3 or the mid-range. Nope.
Oh, good.
Nice job, Peter Cruz keeping it alive. They are bringing some pressure. Okay, this. We can kind of wait for this. Use those young legs. Got to get that rotation in.
There you go. Let him earn it when he's.
Well, the foul was on the floor. I believe they're calling it on the floor. So
let's see.
When you're not in foul trouble, those really don't hurt you too much. Or did they? Okay, I guess they called it in the motion.
The act of shooting. Yep.
But there's a situation. We have this saying at St. John's: "Smart beats strong." If you're going to run a double team. Do you think you should double off of Julian Stewart, or should you double off of someone? I mean, there's that in there, and these guys are just learning the game. But in there somewhere is, hey, if I'm guarding Julian Stewart, I am not leaving that guy. Puts another point on the board.
Yep.
But what happened that time? The guy from Julian Trap, and when they beat the Trap, well, you're giving Julian's got to have well over 20 points. Nice.
Good steal.
And they did call it. I think it was. He picked it up, dropped it. A little bit frustrated for Tim Rodriguez.
He realized it.
Yeah. But there's sometimes it's what's the best thing to say? Nothing at all. Okay, we're going to run Victor Jones Jr. off that screen. I got a little congestion on that side. Ball's tight rope in the sideline. And he got it to go.
Got that knuckleball to go.
Well, let's use a baseball analogy. Got that knuckleball to go through the strike zone that time. And got another foul on the floor. I believe that's the bonus, so they will be shooting free throws now. Or is that?
Yep,
it looks like
right.
the fifth foul on UOG. We got.
They did get it down to 7 points.
So we see Jay with that sweet left hand. Got left a little short. But, how many times have we've sat here and talked about, and not just against Wu-Tang, but against various teams, where UOG may have been tied, may have been up a little, and they give up that 6-0 or 8-0 run at the end of a quarter. And we're somewhat in that. A minute 20 to go in the second quarter, 8-point game. Really just trying to maybe get a couple good possessions here. Michael with another runner.
Got it down to 6 points here.
Get it down to 6. Obviously, you'd like to get the and maybe pick up a turnover. And they did. It went out of bounds.
Get down to 4 or
but
5
yeah,
or 3.
so you want a good possession, maybe get the last shot of the second quarter, get the ball coming back at the beginning of the third. You're looking at they play this minute right, maybe coming out here with a tie game or even
and the fatigue factor could be coming in as well now.
Good kickouts. Okay, it's like a
nice. Good pass. Peter Cruz, you got to finish that.
Peter's got to power up on that.
You got to finish that, Peter Cruz. Good pass by Logan.
Bowls up. Okay, here we go. Let's see if Michael gets up on this one.
Oh, nice.
Juan with the slam. And it's down to a 4-point game. And no UOG, well,
take a last shot.
Being the high IQ guy Julian Stewart is, he realized here that, hey, we don't even really have to take a shot. We can put it up. But they will get the last possession of this quarter. UOG's on a nice 6-0 run right now. So he's got it down to 5. He's just going to clear it out one-on-one, put the shot up.
You got 1 second.
Oh, it didn't hit the.
Did it have 1 second?
No. There should have been 1 second because the shot clock violation.
Yep, I think so.
The ball didn't hit the rim. There should be 1 second on the clock. But obviously we don't have the instant replay here. But the ball never touched the rim, so there should be 1 second. For some reason, they let the shot clock run out. I think they're just going to call it a half, though.
Wow.
Right.
Well, UOG came back strong on that one. That's good.
They did. I'm thinking that that may be some foreshadowing for this third quarter. Is Team Wu-Tang running out of gas a little bit?
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking as well.
UOG going to continue with that pressure that they exhibited? That was a nice little 6-0 run. They had got down by as much as 14 points in the second quarter, got it back to 4 on that nice dunk by Michael Kwan with 24 seconds to go. And they will get the ball coming back at the beginning of the third quarter. We will, going through tonight, we do not have a halftime guest. Throughout the year, we'd usually have a UOG soccer player, a baseball coach, a Mr. Palmer, a basketball coach. But for tonight, we won't have one. One of the guests that we had talked about earlier, Mr. Hank Parker, a legend in basketball. Have you talked to him lately?
I have. He's leaving on the 17th.
Okay. So
all things go as planned. He's trying to sell his vehicle. He sold his house already.
Okay.
His neighbor bought his house, which was really nice.
Fantastic.
And, he's been with Guam basketball for as long when I was in high school, right? So, and he's coached for UOG's team, the national team, all levels. So he'll be well missed, and we wish him the best. He's going to Vegas, and he's retired from the government and
retire. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good on him. I got to know him. He was refereeing games when I first started coming up, and well respected man. He's been on the board at St. John's, so many boards throughout the island. A long-time lawyer here, right? Was he with the Attorney General's? So, Hank, I don't know if you're out there watching, but we'll miss you. We, in this day and age of connectivity, we'll WhatsApp you. Or,
exactly.
Or get you on Facebook. Although I don't know if Hank has those, but certainly.
Oh, he does.
A gentleman and a really pioneer the game out here.
Gave a lot.
Going back 40-some years, I think.
Exactly. Gave a lot to Guam and basketball. So, those are those players that have were playing back then. They all remember Hank Parker.
Absolutely.
And always been a fair gentleman, and would just give anything just for the team, for Guam.
Yeah.
So
exhibited that there.
He'll be missed.
All right, well, at halftime here, we're at 51-47. Right now, Team Wu-Tang is up. We're going to take a short break here for a message from PBS Guam, and we'll be right back.
They say there are two kinds of people in this world. Those who find themselves and those who create themselves. Are you looking for purpose or deciding it for yourself? Will you plunge waiting for someone to catch you? Or will you jump and build your wings on the way down? Seek a path or carve a path. Wait for the future or build it. What is a school but a set of walls waiting for greatness? And who are you but someone destined to achieve it? Here, between the street and the jungle, against time and tide, we push and pull just like the currents. Our ocean of dreams will meet the odds ahead and rise above it all.
And we're back. Fred Peters here with Frank Cruz, just discussing a few things at halftime. A little, one of the events coming up on this very floor Wednesday night, the semifinals of the IIAAG high school girls basketball.
That's right.
Possibly the final, combined action between the public and private schools. But at 5:30 on Wednesday night, we will have, I believe it's Academy, ALOG, will play against Ukadu High School, who's the number 2 seed on their division. And then my employer, St. John's Knights, pulled the upset on Saturday night over the GW Geckos. So they will be challenging the 2-time defending champion St. Paul Warriors. So some good basketball. Look, I mean, I'm going to be over here. Frank will probably be here. We're here on Sunday night. Tuesday night, we're broadcasting the championship game.
Yep.
Which the winner of this game tonight will play the KFC Bombers, and those two will go to the winner of that will go to the championship.
Yep.
Wednesday night, I'm going to be here for the girls championship or
It's,
girls semifinals. So,
pull up your bed right in the back.
I think Doug Palmer's going to start charging me rent over here if I keep showing up here. But what a special time. I mean, this league is. I've been here 25 years. Obviously, you grew up here. I don't recall a better league. I mean, we had some good leagues back in the day, especially I always used to look forward to playing in the March Madness tournaments,
sure.
the Turkey tournament up at Anderson. Those were nice. But as far as a league where, round robin, playoffs, PBS, Guam, broadcasting these games.
For sure.
The running the 3-man crews with referees, little things like that. The score table, man, that we get the stats, the printouts. So, what a tribute. I mean, the work that must have went in this for Mr. Palmer and UOG. Dr. Kreis has been on with us.
That's right. And PBS, we're really going to thank them for doing this as well. This is great for the island. So, we're looking forward to more of this to come because now the island knows what's going on. This is great for them, and so
I've got text messages, FB messages from Morgan Aiken, who just signed a contract up in Japan.
Nice.
Morgan, a St. Paul graduate, but he tunes in to watch. A lot of these guys are friends of his. RG Flores, and going to college in Manila, he texts sometime.
Nice.
But just by PBS putting this on there, and they have their YouTube channel.
Yep, that's right.
Literally all over the world. People can tune in, watch UOG, watch Four Stars.
Logan Hopkins, his parents can watch the game,
Absolutely,
and Michael Kwan's family as well.
The family's back in the States, what a compliment that PBS is, that they've chosen to work together with UOG and
for sure.
But no, it's fantastic. The level of ball here just getting higher all the time, really. Well, what are you looking for second half when you come out?
It looked like Wu-Tang was now getting a little frustrated, and maybe fatigue factors coming in. So I see more of the same for UOG. Keep the pressure on, keep attacking the basket. And now they're passing the ball. So these guys need to be ready for those passes from Michael Kwan or Logan Hopkins and finish. Sure. Finish that and continue to play tough defense. But I think right here, coming out strong in the third quarter, they need to make a statement. They got to just play with that intensity that they finished with.
Absolutely. This, we could almost mark it down. Or for those of you watching at home, it's a 4-point lead right now for Team Wu-Tang. When that clock hits 7 minutes, the first 3 minutes of the third quarter, a lot of times I mean, and I don't care if you're talking about middle school basketball, high school, college, NCAA, NBA. That is a very critical time in the game, and you'll see it time and time again where there can be momentum shifts. And if UOG somehow they have not led in this game, they've been down the whole game.
Yep.
If they can get that lead back, I really think you're going to see the confidence. Logan Hopkins has not hit a 3 yet. If he gets going, I could see them easily start pulling away. Now, if Julian Stewart continues, Julian's been on fire. If UOG can't contain him, keep the game close, give the Team Wu-Tang a chance to win, well, we'll see. But it's UOG ball coming out. We'll see. I'm sure Coach Holmes got a play drawn up here.
I don't see them quieting down Logan Hopkins in the second half. I think he's going to start turning it on.
Logan's had several good looks, and we know he's too good a shooter. We've did a few games this year where he was 8 for 12, I think, from the three-point line. So it's going to be good basketball. I'm looking forward to watching this, even though we're not broadcasting the game tomorrow. I might even come over tomorrow because there will be 2 games here tomorrow night.
There will be,
KFC against the winner of this game, and Team Gatorade will take on the earlier winner tonight, Team 4 Stars. Yeah, so, man, the action here all week is going to be fantastic. Yeah, looks like they're coming out with their starting lineup. Logan Hopkins, Michael Kwan, Jared Bowles, Peter Cruz, and Dean Blake for UOG. Got Amir Kojev back in there, Tim Rodriguez, Julian Stewart, AJ Leo, and Francis Sunga with 15 points in the first half, if my count's correct. I know he had 3 threes, and I believe he had 3 twos. Well, still staying in that man-to-man, running Logan Hopkins off a couple double screens low there. Michael,
good defense.
Strip there.
Pick his cookies on that.
Didn't get nice reverse layup, Amir. They got a delay a game call here. I think Amir, one of the Team Wu-Tang members, may have hit the ball after it went through the net, which if you can get away with it, that's a darn good way to stop a team's fast break. What do they got? Okay, Bowles putting on some moves.
Almost threw that away.
They got a little side-to-side and just can't get untracked. And he saved it. Okay. The near save. There comes Julian Stewart. Let's see what.
Get up on him.
Yeah, okay, that time. Yep. Tim Rodriguez. France getting a little 2-on-1. Let's see if he's going to. Oh, my.
Almost.
That one didn't quite get the same elevation, but got the shot to drop. But, yeah, Michael Kwan. Something positive. What do they got here? Okay, nice little move there.
Oh, nice.
AJ Leo, up and under mover. Earlier in the game I talked about, he used a jump stop there, ball fake.
That was it. That was it.
In my eyes, that's beautiful to see. Michael Kwan open 3, got it. I haven't seen the stat sheet, but Michael has got to be well over 20 points. He is 5 quick points here, down to a 3-point game. For some reason, I just get the feeling if UOG gets this lead back, it's just going to, their confidence is just going to, nope. And Julian Stewart didn't get it to drop. Kicks it out, another little wrong. Okay, I believe that's going to be UOG ball off. Number 8, Amir Kojev. Let's see if they stick into their man-to-man or Team Wu-Tang. I really look for them to play a few possessions of zone here. They're still in it. Michael against France. Oh my, looks like some contact in there. Good kick out. Man, Julian Stewart bringing it up. Had a lot of contact there, but this playoff basketball, it's a men's league. It's basketball. There's going to be some contact. Francis from long range. And Tim Rodriguez picking up getting those garbage baskets in there. Keep it alive, crash the boards. I would doubt Team Wu-Tang's going to run a play or too many plays for Tim Rodriguez, but you want to score, go to the board. Nice drive. Puts it high on the board.
Nice.
Logan Hopkins with a strong move to the hoop.
Well, they're both coming up pretty strong, so that's good. Just keep the intensity up.
That's all they got to do. It looks like they're really I don't know. Team Wu-Tang is definitely trying to set the tempo here. If you look at that shot clock, a lot of times Team Wu-Tang runs it down to 8, 7, 6 in that area, whereas UOG rarely ever gets below 12. That's short.
Oh.
You wonder if some of those
Yeah, the fatigue
are,
factor.
is it fatigue or does it slip? Sometimes in the second half of a game, some of those 21-foot jumpers start coming up at about 20 feet 6 inches.
Oh, carry.
Oh, they called the carry. Well, they've been consistent. I believe that's the third carry they've called in the game and against both teams.
Yeah, so that crossover, he let it rest in his palm there. So
let's see if they bring some pressure back here. No, UOG is just going to fall back.
So I've noticed they've had somebody else bring up the ball and let Julian Stewart take it down here. So maybe they're trying to rest him so he can play some offense.
He's played the whole game.
Yep.
Carlos Francis going to the hoop. Okay, we've got a 2-on-1, a 3-on-1. Let's see if they're going to push it or they're going to kick it out. There's a 3-on-2. Oh, my. You know, Jared took the ball too deep. We work on 3-on-2s all the time. If you can get that ball to the middle of the court, essentially when you go down there, you're allowing 2 guys to guard 3 people.
That's not his move.
Michael, open 3,
good.
Didn't get it to go. A little tip up, see what. Oh, Dean Blake's keeping it alive. Okay, UOG's got it back. See if they can get a good possession here. That's an open look. No, still untracked. I just would have bet the farm that Logan Hopkins.
And off his leg.
Oh, okay. They called the foul.
Oh, they did.
Called the foul on Jared Bowles. From this angle, it looked like Faith Thompson right on top of the play. I don't think that Logan has hit a 3 yet, and he's too good a shooter to go the whole game. I mean, you like to see that confidence. I mean, he may be 0 for 7 or 8, but he's still going to put it up. And he will get something to drop, man.
Oh, another turnover.
They should have some numbers. Here they go. They're going to have numbers down here. Here's a 2-on-1. Bowles to the hoop. All right. Are we seeing a little fatigue factor here? Possibly. They got A.J. Layout bringing the ball up now. And it's getting physical. Jared Bowles just took a shot from Julian Stewart. That's short. A lot of those shots are coming up short now. But Team Wu-Tang, being the veteran team they are. What do we got?
Wet floor. Somebody when they went down.
Safety. I think that was Jared Bowles that hit the deck there and got some perspiration on the floor. But you see Team Wu-Tang kind of slowing it down, and if you're going to rest, that's the time to kind of rest your legs is on offense. You don't want to be resting on defense, or you'll be looking at the back of Michael Kwan or Logan Hopkins.
That was an advantage referee timeout to Team Wu-Tang. I think they needed that.
I think they were getting a little gassed out.
They got the sub in. Jay Casamaro's in. Let's see if they post him up.
Now, how many did they get? 3 timeouts this half?
Yes, they do.
Okay,
but that was an official's timeout. That wasn't a
that one wasn't a charge timeout. But so each team has 3 timeouts, and of course in FIBA you may only use 2 in the last 2 minutes of the game.
Correct. Yeah, so only 2 carryovers.
Nice. He's open. Got it. Jared Bowles. Nice double screen.
Ball game here, folks. 59-59.
I'd love to see UOG do a little more of that action. That's a beautiful play, man. Caught the defender under the screen.
Oh, another steal.
They come again.
That's his third.
Is setting in here. This is another 3-on-2 opportunity. Bowles, no, up, Peter, no.
Oh, almost had it.
Those 3-on-2s, you got to cash those in. Charge.
Oh.
I didn't call it. But Logan Hopkins stood in there for the charge.
Yep.
Just didn't call it. And then they're back up by 2. Go ahead. I think UOG had temporarily tied the game. Let's see if they can get this lead back. Double screen, okay.
Definitely holding him.
It's either going to be on Amir or Francis.
Bowles, so he was moving screen.
Oh, they called the moving screen on it. Okay. Yeah, the screens are really getting set on that. Some of that. Those low screen actions, you can really get a lot of action when you take that low screener, set that screen, and pop straight to the high post. You're almost assured that's going to be open. Let's see if UOG
fresh
goes
legs
into
here
some
with
of
Justin and
Yeah, getting their rotation down. Seems like they've been running that rotation with Justin coming up. Got the roll.
Got the roll.
Friendly roll. Yeah, Justin Dimlaw and Isaac Snively have been rotating with Peter Cruz and Dean Blake so far. You see Michael looking to get to the hoop, and
Oh, good defense by
I don't know. Good.
Yep, you got Julian.
Hand
got
on the ball.
Yep.
Got a strip on it. Probably a little bit too much dribbling there, but and Julian Stewart with the kick out. France is going to be open on this. And going to the hoop. France putting together a nice game, man. Really good to see France is out there playing.
They stretched it out to a 6-point lead again, so this is
Back
where
up
they
to 6. They had temporarily tied it at 59, and then went back to. Let's see what they got running.
Oh, he had the pass.
It was there. Just a little.
It was the back screen on Francis, and they just could not finish that. Perfect pass by Michael Kwan. Snively just couldn't keep his hands
thought was there,
on it.
just didn't quite get it. That's where you.
This is what I was talking about earlier, where the other guys need to be prepared. They're looking for him. They just got to catch and shoot him.
And going to have some numbers here. Could have had some numbers. Snively didn't. Well, let's see. There's Logan. That's got to go. There you go. You know Logan is too good a shooter
He is.
to miss those. His feet are
And
set
that could be bad news for Wu-Tang if he's got his first one going.
When we, earlier in the year, we were talking to Mr. Doug Palmer, the University of Guam athletic director, and he talked about the UOG going on the Logan run, and I said, Logan, what's that? And he said, well, that Logan runs when he'll hit about 3 3-pointers in a minute, and I'm going to change a tie game into a 9-point game real quick. But let's see if we got a Logan run coming up here.
We have a timeout.
What do we have?
Timeout UOG.
Coach Holmes call? Okay, he'll have 2 timeouts left. But yeah, I'm sure that's a very positive sign. Or Coach Holmes is probably pretty comfortable when you see Logan start knocking down threes. And Jared Bowles had just hit a 3 a little bit before that. So when you can get those two running on your perimeter, and Michael Kwan is always what a threat to drive to the hoop.
So it looks like Wu-Tang is now trying to attack the basket. France has been, consciously trying to attack that, and he's finished at the hole. So they've got to put the pressure on and try to keep him out of the zone.
Well, I'm just looking at, body language is usually an indicator. When you see guys start walking back on defense or not getting back on defense, that's usually an indicator that, some fatigue could be setting in. And with such a shallow bench, only 7 players in uniform tonight, it seems like this is almost a mirror image of the game we did 2 weeks ago, where Wu-Tang held the lead the whole game until maybe 6 or 7 minutes, and UOG closed on an 18-2 run, I think. So, I don't know if it's going to turn out that way, but at this point, it certainly looks like it. Let's see. Are they going to zone this?
Oh, hang on. They're saying 2 shots.
No, they're not in a bonus. What was the call?
I think.
I didn't see what Mike Rosario's telling
Oh,
him.
no.
Okay.
You thought it was 2?
Okay. Well, they're spreading it out. Probably going to throw it deep. Michael Kwan. Okay. We got A.J. layout on Justin Dimlaw in the corner. Okay, they're looking to the post. Caught a break there. The ball goes back to him, but looking for Jay Casimiro in the post against Michael Kwan, or Victor Jones Jr., excuse me. It's going to be a little
Jay's
short.
got the rebound. That's what
Jay
he had the perfect position.
He stepped in bounds, boxed out.
Yep, exactly. Got the ball. He shot the ball, and he was perfect on the box out and put back.
It's his game. Ball was in the air. Jay Casimiro's moving. That's a little bit off. Let's see. Okay. UOG with an offensive rebound. Okay, let's see what they're going to call on Justin Dimlaw. A little pick and roll on that. Okay. Michael goes away from the pick. Okay.
Yep.
Well, that's the first, probably not a bad foul. They were going to get a layup out of that. The first team foul on Team Wu-Tang. Well, there's still.
That his 3rd foul?
That was Francis Sunga's 3rd foul, so they'll bring Tim Rodriguez on these inbounds plays. Someone's got to be open on this. I guess they got it to Justin Dimlaw.
Oh, nice.
Justin Dimlaw got the roll, but when you put a man-to-man defense on those inbounds plays, it's almost always somebody's going to be open because they've already got the ball under the basket. I always prefer and been taught by a lot of great coaches that if you're going to play a zone defense, the time to do it is on an under the basket.
Jay Casimiro
Jay again.
finding the ball.
Jay again.
And
finds
look,
Stewart. That's going to be an easy layup.
Beautiful, beautiful pass.
Yes. Jay got the rebound, got the assist.
Yep.
And back to a 5-point game. Double screen low. Here comes the double. Coming back around the triple screen. Victor Jones Jr. Justin Dimla. Let's see if he can get to the hoop. Nope.
A little flat on that shot.
That was, one of those one-pass shoot possessions, where when UOG's at their best, they're moving the ball, penetrating. Nice kick out. And can get it to go. Are they going to save it? Yes, they are. And they break it in. Michael, this should be an easy 2.
Oh, beautiful.
Michael Kwan, beautiful body control out in the open court.
3-point lead. They got it back down.
3-point game.
40 seconds in the third. Let's see if they can get a stop here or.
Well, they'll look for Team Wu-Tang to run this shot clock just about full. Okay, that's short.
Oh, Jay
coming up
Chad
short. Logan going to push this. They might consider giving up a foul here. Team Wu-Tang still got fouls to give. They've only had 1 foul. There's times when it's not necessarily a bad thing to give up a foul in the open court. Shot clock off. Team Wu-Tang will get the last shot, and they will get the ball back. Got a 1-point lead here. Julian looking to attack. Logan didn't get the pick. And
good pass to him there.
Layup.
Beautifully
executed. Could not ask for more on the last possession of a quarter. You get the last shot, you get a layup out of it, you get the ball coming back, you go get your 2 minutes rest, which for Team Wu-Tang is very important. So let's see. It was a 4-point game at halftime. I guess
at the half,
UOG may be happy with that quarter. They cut a 4-point lead to 3-point. Younger legs. Coach Holmes, I would think, would be pretty optimistic about this quarter.
Let's see if we can get the third quarter stats, but I was just WhatsApp the halftime, and they had.
Weren't they doing stats?
Yeah,
I see them over at the scores table, but.
Yeah, I think they have it there. They just,
okay.
We just need to get them to bring it over.
Yeah, that's. There's an old saying about some people say stats are for idiots. Well, or you can skew stats either way you want. However, they can be a tremendous indicator. Okay, what are we? Are we more efficient in a man-to-man defense or a zone defense? Some of the things, are we out-rebounding the other team?
Well, I know Wu-Tang was at 24 rebounds in comparison to 14 to UOG for the first half, so that was a little more the same.
That's a double-digit rebound, and Team Wu-Tang was up. So.
And Michael Kwan had finished the half at 28 points.
He had 28
He had
the first
28
half.
points.
Well, he had the first 5 of this quarter, so he may be near 40 right now.
Yeah, and then is it?
Coming in, Wu-Tang, if you told them, hey, this is coming down to, it's a 10-minute game right here, essentially. They got a 3-point lead, 10 minutes to go. Are they going to be able to sustain it, get their rest on offense, keep playing hard defense? Francis Unga's in a little bit of foul trouble with 3 fouls. UOG does not have any foul trouble to speak of. So here we go.
Yep. I think it's Julian Stewart time.
Okay. Putting a little pressure on. They can't. They can go back. Okay. A little pressure by
almost had it.
Michael Kwan. Take it again now. This one. Yeah, okay. When you're straddling the line, you may go backcourt, right? I know the FIBA rule where you're not allowed when you take the ball out in the front court. You may not go backcourt. Little poked it away.
Oh.
He got it back.
He did.
Who poked it? I think Logan poked it away, or Michael, and got it back. Well, they're running their shot clock. This is what they want to do. A little nice drive. Got the roll, Junster. See those possessions. I would like to see UOG do some more possessions like that, where they run the shot clock, use your Michael Kwan skill level. And Logan, nice. Maybe seeing Logan Hopkins ready to catch fire here a little bit. Hit his last 2 jumpers. Team Wu-Tang, they'll be patient. Probably run this shot clock under 10 and
Let's see, at
what
the end
you
of
get.
the third quarter, we had 34 rebounds for Wu-Tang and 22 for
So they had stretched it out.
UOG.
Huh?
Yep. And
Yeah, when you start getting behind by double-digit rebounds, that's going to reflect in extra possessions.
we had 35 points by Michael Kwan.
35 through
35
three
by
quarters.
followed
Wow.
by
Well on his way to a 40-point.
15
Known Michael,
by
maybe
Logan.
50-point night.
24 points by Julian Stewart.
Oh,
and
my.
16 by
Airball.
Francis Sutka.
24 and 16, not bad. They called the
Yep, they called. Yep.
called that again. You know, it's just a situation where if the players aren't, if the refs don't call it, they get used to making that move, palming the ball or carrying the ball, as they call it. I don't know if you follow the NBA too much, but the other day, the LeBron one where LeBron basically walked with the carried the ball, and none of these players. We don't have LeBron playing in the
good
UOG
rebound by Dean Blake, but
yeah, he had it. It got stripped and then
Yep.
give up a foul. And I think Dean had a foul early in the game where he was 85 feet from the basket. You're frustrated, and I know you want to. Okay, I'm just going to hit the guy. And that time, pretty much same situation. Julian Stewart made a nice strip, and Dean fouled him 85 feet from the basket, which really doesn't matter right now.
good defense by Logan. Oh.
And
Julian
we're done.
Stewart.
Okay, fantastic, man. Julian Stewart again. Well, how many? If Julian had 24
Yeah,
at
24.
the half.
Yep. No, at third quarter.
he's
End of
got-
third quarter.
Oh, the end of the third quarter. Okay, so he must have 26 right now. And didn't get it to fall. And Logan had hit his last two jumpers. See what we got here. And drive to the hoop. Didn't get the layup. Pushing Bowles. See if they can get one of those 4 or 5 possession or 4 or 5 pass possessions here. Yeah, Bowles going. Okay, Michael looking to get. And did he get to the hoop? And drew the foul. Michael Kwan going back to the free throw line. Still at that 5-point. To my knowledge, UOG had tied it up at 59, but they have not had a lead this game.
So they're down to 5, and with we got Michael Kwan at the line. So they've been kind of going back and forth between 3 and 5 points at this point. So they just need to keep the pressure on because
We're down to 7:39. The team Wu-Tang, the shorter this game gets, the more confidence you're going to see from them. They're they got to believe they can win, as opposed to last game when they stayed in the game, and UOG hits them with a 10-0 run, a Logan run, so to speak.
Oh, Michael Kwan
Missed
missing
them.
both.
You know, he got his own rebound earlier in the game.
they got a mirror on the.
That's
Oh,
what
they
got
missed him.
here. Okay. Well, Team Wu-Tang's, they're going to run the clock here. Okay. Nice shot fake. Amir and Drew Tubon. Beautiful shot fake, putting the ball up all the way through the face, keeping the base low. I mean, that's stuff that we work, or not we, Amir, but I know with my own kids, though, too many guys, when they do that shot fake, they don't get the ball above their head. You want that shot fake to go all the way through as if you're going to shoot it and then pull it back down and either draw some contact or drive to the hoop. Let's see if Amir can make him pay. All right, back to a 6-point game. Game's been a little different from the previous Team Wu-Tang UOG contest. Amir had 28 points, I believe, last time. Tonight he's been a little silent. Got a little frustrated in the first half, picked up the technical. But if Team Wu-Tang is going to pull through, Amir Koziev is going to have to be a big part of this. And there's Bowles coming off. Little catch and shoot. Didn't get it. Maybe a little impatient, but the play was set up. It's classic catch and shoot. And France is going to pull it up.
That looks good.
Got it. We were right behind it. France is back to a 10.
10-point lead. Oh.
Maybe witnessing an upset down to 6:54 now. See what Logan's got. Okay, going back to it would really be advantageous for UOG to get into the bonus here late, especially with Logan Hopkins and Michael Kwan, who are generally good free throw shooters. Michael's had a little trouble from the line tonight, but I would still take my chances putting those guys on the line late.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, they're going to man-to-man this out-of-bounds play. Okay, into Peter Cruz, Snively. Always love setting those out of bounds guys. One of the most dangerous guys on that. And
Nice shot.
Logan, nice.
Putting up full court press.
Doing a little screen and roll. They better get
Oh,
back. They got a
Mirrors.
mirror underneath. Oh, my.
He had him.
He had him. Went off his
That
hands.
was a good pass.
This could be
Mir could not.
almost a 5-point swing. And
Peter
Peter Cruz
yeah.
underneath. Pretty much a 4-point swing. Amir would have had a layup on that and swung it back. We're back to 5 points. Just that quick.
They're trying to trap here.
Well, they better. If you're going to trap Jay Casimiro, you better cut to left because you know he.
Oh, Snively
they
fell
didn't
asleep.
trap. Yep.
And there's Jay.
And there's Jay. They had the trap set up, but the UOG run away from it that time. Team Wu-Tang is really getting good contribution from other guys. Julian Stewart carried him essentially through the half. And Logan,
way
that's way
out there.
downtown. And they're starting to get out. Logan's out in that 26, 27 feet range.
Oh,
And
Michael
he picked his
Kwam
pocket.
picked him.
Now just be patient. Michael needs to be patient here. And
Oh, couldn't finish.
did he
Oh,
finish?
There,
There
it
he
is.
got it. He got it to go. Got his own rebound. But yeah, my big play there by Michael Kwan. Let's see. Snively putting some good defensive pressure on. Well, we're back to Team Wu-Tang. They'll run this shot clock. And that's the guy you want. Little runner. Didn't get it to go, and they're running back.
Oh, here they go.
And they got
Mike.
Logan Bowles with the Euro. Logan can look for that. Didn't get it.
Good
There's
box out,
sometimes you want to attack the basket. I think Faith Thompson got him on a call. What happened? Logan Hopkins got in there and
Yeah.
surprised Amir a little bit.
Timeout Wu-Tang.
They're using their first timeout, which they might as well. If you got 3, they can
I
use
don't know
2
about
more
that play.
later.
So Bowles went in to attack and passed it to Logan, and he took it out to the three instead of taking it.
Would have
to
had
the
I mean, that's
easy
money
2
for
yeah.
him. Logan's a shooter. I know his mindset is, hey, I'm going to knock this 3 down. But there's also a mindset, hey, attack. Let's go. You know, attack the basket. Attack the basket. They got 3 fouls. Maybe you pick up another foul. I just have a feeling it's going to come down to some free throws somewhere in here. And if Logan Hopkins is on the line, well, UOG's probably got a pretty good chance of success.
Well, it's just under 5 minutes. They've got a 5-point lead, Wu-Tang does. So, well, they've got to regroup here and see if they can, the clock, take it down to a full 24 and get a good shot.
That's what they want to do. I look for him to pass it around, and obviously when you get down to inside 10, you want the ball in Julian Stewart's hands to let him decide. Am I going to shoot this? Am I going to pass this? Which way are we going with this? But, no, I'm really surprised they're hanging in there, which playoff basketball, you got to love it, man. The earlier game tonight wasn't as close. When you get down here, okay. Got Michael, Julian Stewart really putting some pressure. Michael pulling around him.
Oh,
my.
lost it. Yep.
What they call off?
Okay,
I think
Faith
Faith saw the tip,
Yeah.
I don't think from Mike Rosario's angle he didn't see have the same view, but
That's why it's good to have 3 officials.
yeah, absolutely.
Here, so.
3, you get it right. That's all you want to do. Logan, nope, still off. Still off. I don't. And
Bowles,
Bowles
another
still hustling. He's got a wide open look, and he got it. Jared Bowles putting together a
2-point
nice
lead.
game tonight. Here comes the press. Okay. Let's see if they're looking to get a little trap.
Oh,
action
another
here.
travel.
They did. This is where
Yep.
they're making their run, and they just gotta get the lead back. UOG has not had a lead tonight, and got a chance right here to take it. On these out of bounds, you're going to see Logan come off there. Peter Cruz going to get some low screen action here. Bowles needs to get the moving. I kind of stand there. Peter Cruz, did he get it? No, didn't get it to go. Good look. Not a bad possession. Just didn't get it to go. And here comes Stewart. Yeah. Nice kick out. Well, Julian Stewart, that's the guy you want. Kick out to, was that Tim Rodriguez? AJ Leal got the mid-range jumper. It's a case there. I got to keep thinking UOG's going to get the lead back, and then boom, it goes back to 4. That's another open look. Didn't get it, man. Just off tonight. Good open look.
Oh, and a turnover.
They turn or is there a tip? I guess they, yeah.
Yep.
You would think at some point this pressure is going to really wear Wu-Tang down. We've saw 3 turnovers in the backcourt just in the last 2 minutes. So, now can they cash in? That's the other. Faith Thompson down here on the
doing some
Team Wu-Tang end. Yeah, doing some floor work. Faith Thompson, a jack of all trades. I see Faith. I think he referees 7 or 8 games a week. He'll do. I saw him at a middle school girls game. I see him at high school girls.
Yeah, we sent him to
Bowles.
Samoa. Oh, fouling.
Three free throws coming up. Jared Bowles again.
We sent Faith to Samoa for the Pacific games.
Yeah, worked the Pacific games.
Really good knowledge from Albie Joseph over there, and really good. He's the senior official for our region. And,
I was somewhat surprised, or pleasantly surprised, when I did the GW St. John's games. I was in attendance, and they're running the 3-man crew for high school girls playoffs, and obviously there's a little extra expense for the league, but the positive side is the game is a lot cleaner. You see a lot more. You get a lot more calls right, that's all you want is to see. And Bowles got the second one. Cut it to.
Oh, we have a tech from somebody.
What? I didn't. Was it some talk or did?
Yeah.
Must have been a little talk going on in there. Now this is going to give.
I'm not sure who it is on. It's either Michael or Stewart.
It looked like they're both jawing a little bit in there. So, well, Bowles has one more free throw to get the 3. And then someone's shooting another free throw here.
Well, he was shooting. Yeah, he's got one more 3.
He missed his first, made his second, and cuts it to 2.
Oh, so it was on Michael Kwan.
So yeah, it seems Michael. We saw him earlier in the year. He got a technical, but here's where the maturity factor. You're locked in a 2-point game.
Yeah.
The loser of this game's going home. Do you have the self-control to, hey, I'll let my game do the talking? And Julian Stewart Julian cashes it in. Julian Stewart being the veteran he probably abated Michael in that a little bit. A few words here and there. Not that I would ever talk trash, but I've heard some guys do.
3-point game, so
3-point.
Okay.
Okay, they got it back to Julian. They're locking up. Michael playing some good defense.
Yeah.
Oh, almost picked him. See, run that double at it. Nope, didn't get it. See, that's a case where Peter Cruz could have run the double, but he run away from it. Where you got to know Julian Stewart. That's the guy. I don't recall who's number 9.
Nice.
Got the roll. Logan. And got some more pressure here. Thomas Portacio.
He got the steal.
And did he get it? Got it. Okay, we're back to a 1-point game. Here's the pressure and another steal. Up, Peter.
Nice. Up and a nice fake.
Peter Cruz has
They've
been
got
working
the lead
on that.
here.
So they got the lead back.
87
they got
with that
the
pressure.
lead back. I'd like to see Peter Cruz.
Almost another turnover.
Oh, my. Peter didn't go for the double. And what do they got? We got a loose ball. And those young legs. My. Okay, they got it back. They got him. Here's a case, I think, of those young legs. You said the UOG guys were it's like on a trampoline.
Just hanging around.
They finally got the lead back. I really like the potential of Peter Cruz. I was talking to him earlier today during when we had the Typhoon Day earlier, the Core 2 Day. Peter calls me up, and I'm at the gym, and hey, can I come up and shoot? Come up. He worked on that move right there. We did
really?
25. Give him the pump fake.
Yeah, give him the
trying
pump
to draw
fake.
it, and trying to draw contact as well, and then he uses it in the game. His future here at UOG, I think, is very bright. He's willing to put his time in, do his work, and he seems to fit in very well with the likes of Logan and Michael and Jared Bowles the same way.
Yeah, that was a perfect pump fake, and got Francis and got him up in the
air and then finished. Peter Cruz putting together a nice game. Got the start tonight.
And the pressure. So they just need to get it to, unfortunately, I know Julian Stewart wanted to probably get the ball after half court. But I think we just need to get it into his hands and everybody clear out.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what they need to do. Now from UOG, I think they should run some pressure. If you double Julian, make the next guy. On some of the guys out there on the court, well, they got Jay Casimiro back in the game now, but some of the guys aren't necessarily a point guard. Got the ball back here. I didn't catch it. Did Wu-Tang call the timeout, or did UOG call that timeout?
I think it was Wu-Tang.
Okay,
Yep.
So they probably have one left here.
Yep.
But they probably needed the rest. Okay, run a little down screen action. Let's see, got to get some passes here. And Michael to the hoop. He may have 50. He may have 50 tonight.
Peter Cruz needed. Okay, good foul.
That's not a bad foul because they're not in the bonus. You can give it up. Julian Stewart's certainly going to score 2, maybe 3 on that one. But
yeah, there was a pass on.
Francis made a nice pass. Nice read on it.
Got to go. Oh.
And Julian Stewart's got it down there. This is almost an automatic.
Yep.
And he got it. With his body control, the way he uses his size, you're almost better off either give the foul or get the heck out of the way. One of the two. Okay, let's see if they get some touches for. There's Bowles. Good kick out. No, man, that's probably not the guy.
Oh,
and he got it to go down. He got it to go.
93.
Is that Victor?
89.
Is that Victor Jones Jr.?
Victor Jones say, give me some of them.
You give him the term. You put that knuckleball in there, man.
Oh,
there they go. Let's see what they got here. Might want to slow this down a little bit. Okay, that's an open look. I can't believe. Look at, he's going to hit that shot 80% of the time when he can take the dribble. But and Julian called the block. Okay.
Block on Logan. So
close. I don't. That may have been a case.
Either one of those 3 then there for that foul.
It appeared that he was inside the.
The
what do you call it? The restricted
circle?
area.
Yeah,
his heels, or maybe a little bit inside there, but I thought he was set. But if you're inside there, then that's going to be an automatic block, isn't it?
Yep.
Well, from Wu-Tang's perspective, this is exactly what you want. Score when the clock is off. You get about a minute rest here. I'm sure Francis will take his time on mopping up that perspire. I can see the other guys are got their hands on their knees. They're going, hey, let's make sure that floor is dry. Big possession coming up, and we're down to 107, 4-point game. You would think with Julian Stewart's pass, he's probably going to hit these two.
Then he'll come up to a 2-point lead. So or 2-point. They'll be down by 2.
And whenever I say that, I always fear that I jinx these guys, but hopefully not. I mean, Julian's got a nice stroke. Oh, my.
And we did.
And it jinxed him. Well, he's just got to get one in here, makes it a 1-possession game, but with a minute to go, you're not really counting the possessions yet. Let's see what he gets here. You always wonder if late in the game, did fatigue play a factor, or is it just, the form was off a little? Well, they're going to play it out. We're down to a minute to go.
60 seconds.
I'd like to see him run this under 10 seconds on the shot clock. Nice fake by Bowles. Got the Francis. Another foul.
Yes, elbowed him.
There was some contact down low. I think it's a good call. Faith was right on top of it. And Jared Bowles just hit 2 free throws a little bit before. And he's back to the line. Now, these are why you come to a gym on your day off. You lay at bed at night sometimes and just work on that form.
Exactly.
And then you dream about, I want to be on the free throw line at the end of a game. And Jared Bowles,
under 60
perfect
seconds.
Form, same routine.
And nails them both. 5-point lead.
You want that guy to have the ball at the end of the game, because some guys might shoot 75% for the game, but they're going to be 100% in that last minute. And Bowles just hit his last 4 free throws. They need to get AJ layout. Did he get it? No.
Oh, nobody went for the rebound. Nobody wanted that rebound.
You control it. Oh. See,
they all just watched. They all watched each other.
Well, you don't know if Karma's going to get you, but that was a loose ball there.
Yeah.
I know. I think of a former player of mine named Gavin Moore that we used to do the And they turned it over. Man, does karma come get you some that loose ball? I always used to be on Gavin and say, you got to get on the floor for that. You got to get on the floor for that. And, we were playing in a championship game over here in 2018, and who's on the first guy on the floor? Gavin Moore.
Yeah.
That was an opportunity. That loose ball was there, and
Coaches love that.
it almost looked like the UOG players thought, hey, are you going to get it? Are you going to get
exactly.
it? Are you going to get it? And it's a one-possession game here.
You've got to go for every ball.
You know, strategy-wise, you're up 3. Do you give up the? It's in the bonus.
Mm-hmm.
Would you give up the foul on one of their percentage-wise? I think Francis may be one of their low. Julian Stewart just went 1 for 2 from the line. There's some strategy in there.
So there might be some.
As opposed to giving up a 3, would you go ahead give up one on the floor and? You'd think get the ball in Jared Bowles' hands. They got a foul. The shot clock's off now. But there's a little late game strategy here. That there's a number of ways to play this. If it was me, I'd give up the foul right away on one of their lesser free throw shooters.
I think it's Wu-Tang's ball, right?
It's Wu-Tang ball, yes.
Yeah. So
you got UOG's up 3. They don't want to give up the 3. They could give up the 2 and still have the lead.
You got to play tight on the 3-point line. And then get the rebound. Everybody rebounds.
Yeah, exactly. And I believe UOG still has a. And they didn't get. No, they didn't get. Man, Jared Bowles there. Well, now they got a 4. Well, Jay straight to the hoop. Didn't get it.
He's strong. Oops.
Okay. Peter Cruz a strong rebound. And both teams. Okay, Peter Cruz is going to go to the line.
Well, that could be a good foul by Jay.
I put him on the machine about 10 days ago. I said, Peter, don't leave that spot until you make 50 free throws.
Okay, so he's ready.
He's been working at it. Some of the issues he had, common issues, tilting the head back as the shot goes up. Oftentimes gets the ball down on his palm a little. But he's such a wonderful young man that you don't mind working with guys like that. And you just know he's going to get better. Now, he's probably feeling a little pressure.
Yeah, a little different now. But he can put the ball – I think he can put the game away with these 2 free throws.
One's going to be big because it makes it a 2 possession.
Oh, I'm
he's
sorry,
feeling,
Peter. So sorry.
when you hit that back rim, you're amped up a little bit. But no, it's just a process you got to work on. Over
another
over.
back rim.
Both.
Oh, and a steal.
Dean Blake with the steal. Oh my. Dean Blake comes up with the steal. I don't know if Jay or Francis. I thought they had the ball, but we're still in a 1-possession game. Dean Blake. Well, earlier in the game, it seems like yesterday. Dean Blake did hit 4 in a row in the first quarter, and I don't think he shot a free throw since.
Well, 9 seconds to go, so they're going to need him to miss these 2 and take it down.
Well, if he hits 1, it's going to be huge here. Okay.
Oh, it's
huge, a 2-possession game.
Yeah, they take a timeout after a made basket. They can take it at half court or beyond on this side of the court.
I don't know that Team Wu-Tang. I thought Team Wu-Tang had used it. Nice stroke there by Dean Blake. And it really looks like we're going to have a UOG. Did he get it to go? No. Off Peter's head. That's all right. That's the way to use your head, Peter. And 97-92.
Wow.
As we talked earlier. And
I think
when did UOG did not have a lead tonight until
like the last 3 minutes?
The last 3 minutes, they finally
overtook. 3 minutes of the game.
Team Wu-Tang was up as much as 14 points in the first half.
It was that fatigue factor that came into play.
I think it did, absolutely.
So
there's the old ad, conditioning is as much a part of the game as shooting the ball, dribbling the ball, passing the ball. When you're fatigued, you're not going to do any of those 3 as well as you would if you're not fatigued.
Your shots aren't going to be falling and so forth. So, well, we've got UOG now playing KFC Bombers.
The schedule is set.
Yep.
The semifinals, right where UOG wants to be. KFC Bombers playing the UOG Tritons.
Yep.
And Team Gatorade playing Team Four Stars. Both those, little preview from it. These 2 teams obviously have met because this is a round-robin league, and the last time UOG played KFC was about a 30-point game, 40-point. UOG's really looking just to hang in that game tomorrow. Keep it close at half. KFC, a totally different animal than Team Wu-Tang with their depth, their skill level, their size, their rebounding. But that's for a young team. I mean, you're talking about a college guys against grown men. I mean, some of the guys are in
and then Coach Barnes, he's been coaching for 40 years.
40-some years. I mean, they got their system. They're going to run it to perfection. But it's an opportunity.
Yeah,
so
and they're trying to peak because they're going into a tournament.
They're leaving a few days after for a tournament in Korea,
12th,
I believe. So yeah, they're really trying to peak. But UOG has nothing to lose. I mean, they've. I think this was a big win for them tonight to, get into that semifinal level. And the same thing goes on the other side. Team Gatorade and Four Stars played around 10 days ago. I was over here watching them. They got Joe Bloss back, perennial national team guys like Will Stinnett, Irv Jose, even some of the younger guys, Matthew Fergerger playing with them, J.P. Cruz, Merwin Martin, on and on and on. And they thoroughly dominated Four Stars. So Four Stars has nothing to lose. Come out, hey, give it your best shot, hang in there, maybe extend some possessions, take it deeper into the shot clock.
Max Kepway's got to be big.
Absolutely.
He's got to play a solid game inside. So
that's the situation we have. We got, as far as broadcast, PBS Guam will be bringing the championship game, which will be airs at 8 o'clock. I believe tip-off's at 8:15 on Tuesday night. So we'll be here to watch tomorrow. Unfortunately, it won't be on PBS. It is a holiday tomorrow, so there's so many things going on at this time of the year. We are in the holiday season, as you know.
PBS would be down watching the procession down at Ganya. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us tonight. Once again, UOG cashes their ticket to the semifinals tomorrow night, 97-92 over Team Wu-Tang. For Frank Cruz on color and Fred Peters, we're saying good night and drive safely on the way home. Thank you. Same to you. Thank you.
They say there are two kinds of people in this world. Those who find themselves and those who create themselves. Are you looking for purpose or deciding it for yourself? Will you plunge waiting for someone to catch you? Or will you jump and build your wings on the way down? Seek a path or carve a path. Wait for the future or build it. What is a school but a set of walls waiting for greatness? And who are you but someone destined to achieve it? Here, between the street and the jungle, against time and tide, we push and pull just like the currents. Our ocean of dreams will meet the odds ahead and rise above it all.